In what seemed like a difficult situation, Rashidat Ajibade fired the Super Falcons to the World Cup. With this, I welcome you to this week's episode of Sports Gist on Decency Sports TV. Yesterday, the Super Falcons of Nigeria defeated the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon, courtesy of Rashidat Ajibade's 56th-minute goal at the Stade Mohamed Stadium, Casablanca in Morocco. With this result, the West Africans will now face the host Morocco in the semi-final, while also picking one of Africa's tickets to the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup to be co-hosted by Australia and New Zealand. Notwithstanding their poor record against the reigning African champions, the indomitable Lionesses went into the game with full of high hopes, having finished the group stage unbeaten. Yes, they were unbeaten in their last 4 matches, and that alone caused me panic attack yesterday. Even at that, the Nigerians got off to a bright start as they dominated ball possession, while the Central Africans were made to stay in their own half. 6 minutes into the cracker, the first real chance fell to Randy Wardrum's side, winning a free kick after Estelle Johnson fouled Francisca Odega. Ngozi Okobi took the resultant kick, but Ifeoma Onomono headed wide. In the sparkless first half, Ajarancho Toja was cautioned for bringing down Captain Onome Ebi. Cameroon's aggressive pattern of play gave Nigeria set-piece opportunities, but they were unable to convert, with Ashley Plumter, Onomono and Ajibade failing to find the net. Gabriel Zabo's first attempt at goal came in the 26th minute, but Mikel Bayer's team header could not threaten goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie, who was rarely threatened. 2 minutes before the hour mark, another chance beckoned for Nigeria via another set piece, although the combo between Ajibade and Plumter did not work out. After a sluggish first 45 minutes, the Central Africans stepped up their game. However, it was Wardrum's Falcons who took a well-deserved lead through Ajibade in the 56th minute. Okobi beat Johnson and Claudine Mefometo, then set up Gotham FC's Onumonu, who in turn sent a fine cross to the Atletico Madrid forward to head past goalkeeper Angie Bawo. That setback was a reality check for the Cameroonians, who attacked in numbers, yet were unable to get past the Super Falcons' backline. They had penalty appeal waved off by referee Makale Manjoya after a sandwich between Ebi and Osinachi Ohale in the goal area. After the end of 90 minutes, Nigeria soared into the last 4, thus making it 14 wins in the last 15 previous outings between the African countries. Up next is Nigeria versus the host country, Morocco. Do you see the Falcons beating them in this encounter? Yesterday was one of those days that I go to bed smiling. Yes. When I saw that Nigeria will be playing the Indomitables, I became so scared. Not because our ladies can't win them, but because I know how physical they can be. At the beginning of the match, it seemed the Falcons were afraid, but somehow before the end of the first half, the spirit of Niger fell on them and the rest became history. If you noticed, Asisat Oshoala is not really taking part in this competition. Some people believe the team is better off without her. How the girls have progressed so far, do you think they are better off without her? I'm talking about Asisat Oshoala. Do you think the team is better off without her, judging from what has been happening since the start of this tournament? All right, congratulations to the Super Falcons. Congratulations to the woman with the blue hair, our own Ajibade. I am super proud of you girls. Keep the flag flying. Moving forward, there has been lots of heartbreaks and celebrations in the transfer kingdom. Yes, some clubs like Chelsea and Arsenal, who fought so hard for Rafinha, are crying for the heartbreak, while Barcelona is celebrating. But the question remains, how have supposedly cash-strapped Barcelona managed to sign Rafinha, Frank Kessie, and Andres Christensen? They were left with debts in excess of £1 billion following Joseph Mario Bartomeu's reign as club president, with Joan Laporta drafted back in for a second term in March 2021 to steady the ship. He was left with no choice but to sanction the departure of a number of star names last summer in order to reduce the club's wage bill, including seven-time Ballon d'Or winner Lionel Messi. At this point, I think Barca fans should please tell us how they have managed to do this, because everybody thought Chelsea or Arsenal, especially Chelsea, was going to land that Rafinha deal, but somehow I don't know what Xavi and his boys did, or whatever they did. I really don't know, but I really want Barca fans to tell us what happened in the room. All right, it is no longer news that Ronaldo wants to leave Manchester United to a club that is playing in the Champions League. The battle now is, where will he go to? Recall that his agent, George Mendes, wanted him to move to Chelsea, but Tuchel on his part said they won't be signing him. Well, he has been offered £250 million mega deal to sign for a Saudi Arabian club amid uncertainty over his Man United future. Wow, this is indeed a difficult moment for Cristiano Ronaldo, because he wants to play more in the Champions League and Manchester United are out of the league. Erik ten Hag wants him to stay because he believes they can achieve success together. But as we all know, Ronaldo may reject this offer. His interest is just to be in the Champions League. Well, if you ask me, I think he should stay with this new coach. I mean, I see Erik ten Hag as somebody who has come and who has all it takes to change the ordeals of Manchester United. Well, I hope I'm speaking the minds of Manchester United fans. Would you want Ronaldo to stay, or would you want him to take the Saudi Arabian deal? Still on the transfer news, while Robert Lewandowski is waiting to move over to Barcelona, he has been forced to train with Bayern Munich. This made him to ignore his teammates while training. The once-away strike legend was accused of joining in last and lacking commitment after returning alone from a family break. He was also said to show little enthusiasm in training. Sadio Mane was out in front in practice for Bayern after his move from Liverpool. Lewandowski is close to landing his dream Barca move after angering Bayern by going public on his desire to leave. But it is claimed his attitude back in training for the German giant was in sharp contrast to Bayern's new frontman Sadio Mane. Meanwhile, Senegal superstar Mane insists he's challenging himself to get better and better with his £35 million switch from Liverpool. But Lewandowski seemed to have the weight of the world on his shoulders as he enters the last year of his Bayern contract. According to Bayern and Germany outlets, Lewandowski was the last to start all training exercises. He completed them, but never with 100% commitment. He hardly spoke with his teammates. Only Leon Goretzka often spoke to Lewandowski, and Jamal Musiala engaged with him in some jokes. He reportedly returned to Germany alone this week after death threats on social media. Well, I really don't think Bayern is doing the right thing, forcing Lewandowski to stay. Forcing him to stay may affect his productivity because it is obvious he wants to move to Barca. Yes, I know that going public before settling with your club is a bad thing on the side of Lewandowski. They both need to come together and talk things out before the transfer windows closes. And finally, on transfer windows, congratulations to Chelsea. Raheem Sterling completes his turning £50 million move to Chelsea as England winger becomes first Roman Abramovich arrival, first post-Roman Abramovich arrival at Stamford Bridge to kick off the third Bolly revolution. Raheem Sterling has completed a sensational move from Manchester City to Premier League rivals Chelsea. The England international forward has cost the Stamford Bridge outfit around £50 million to join from City. The 27-year-old is the first arrival at Chelsea since Todd Bowley's takeover from Roman Abramovich in May. Sterling earlier penned an emotional letter to City saying, "I arrived as a 20-year-old. Today I live as a man." His 5-year contract at Chelsea is worth even more than the £300 per week he was paid by Man City. Man City chairman and co-owner Todd Bowley and Raheem Sterling is a serial winner, and his signing is an important step in strengthening our squad. That is coming from Todd Bowley, the new Chelsea owner. Sterling trained with his teammates for the first time on Wednesday and may make his first appearances in Chelsea colours in the early hours of Sunday when they take on Mexico's club America in Las Vegas. If he doesn't feature on Sunday, Sterling could make his Chelsea debut in Charlotte next Thursday or against Arsenal in the Florida Cup final the following Saturday. Meanwhile, Kalidou Koulibaly can now be considered a new Chelsea player. It is all signed and sealed for a 4-year deal with option for further season. Documents completed between Napoli and Chelsea for £40 million. I must commend the new Chelsea owner Todd Boehly and Thomas Tuchel for doing a nice job in Chelsea. When Rudiger left, it seemed like an impossible thing to sign a replacement, but with these guys and also Prenel Kimpembe about to be signed, I think the club is ready for the next season. I would like to read your comments on these topics discussed so far in the comment section. All right, guys, this is where we will be ending it on this week's episode of Sports Gist on Decency Sports TV. I will see you again next weekend, but before then, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.